property is owned correctly, it says here, for C3 uses. Well, the real one says a variance is necessary for provision of enjoyment, substantially property rights possessed by other property owners in the same zoning district. Okay? My enjoyment, the people that I have the house leased to are not going to be enjoying the backyard anymore. Okay? Because they're going to be having to deal with noise, dust, smell, you know, all kinds of things that nobody else would really want to deal with. I don't think nobody really wants to live next to a gas station. I don't think so. Especially a person with 3 special needs children. It says no safety hazard. Says that here it says granting the request variance will not increase the hazard of fire or otherwise endanger public safety. It's a gas station. That's what she wrote. She said it wouldn't do that. I said it's a gas station. Granting a variance or appeal will not increase the hazard. That's the real one. It says there's been no impact study on this. There really has not been an impact study. Not in today's world. It's necessary information. According to the studies I could find on the internet, static electricity can ignite gasoline fumes and cause a major public safety hazard. Also, gasoline stations are now listed on Homeland Security's Act as a potential target. Thus, I believe this creates a large fire hazard, otherwise endangering the public. No impact on land values. Well, we know that land value is going to be down. We know that it's going down fast. As soon as you put a gas station next to it, it's going to devastate the property value that I have. Just like it would devastate your property value if you own a house. Neighbor character, you can read it as you want to go. There's no virtual analysis. Light and air. It says, granting variance shall appear with no impaired adequate light supply. We can pass that. Promotes orderly development. She wrote not applicable. It is applicable. You can read it. Traffic flow. Both Middle Belt and Warner major thoroughfares and handle the additional. Once again, there's been no traffic study. There's been no impact study by an independent, and I say an independent person. We need to see how this works. Okay? We really do. It was also stated at one meeting that Garden City doesn't have the funds to do an impact study. Well, I think if Kroger wants to buy the property, they should be the one that puts the funds up for the impact study, so that it keeps Garden City out of harm's way. Once again, like I said, no impact study. You can see the pictures once again. That'll show you an impact study, just for today. No nuisance impacts. It says right here, she says, no dust, noise, fumes, vibration, smoke, or lights, or otherwise undesirable impacts on surrounding properties is anticipated if the site meets standard zoning ordinances for screening, lighting, and performance. The real one says a development permitted upon granting of variance shall be designed so that it eliminates any dust, noise, and fumes, vibration, smoke, lights, or any other undesirable impacts in the surrounding properties. That's what it says. I will wrap it up. Thanks, Mr. Matt. I appreciate it. I know this is lengthy, and I do really appreciate you giving me the time to do it. It says to eliminate once again. I looked at the plans. Kroger's planning to put the stacks that vent the gasoline tanks out, and you can see them on the paper. I think it's third page, right by the fence line, and it happens to be less than about 40 feet from my house. Okay, those vents, those stacks that vent gasoline out of those tanks are going to be at that fence line and the property line in the back. Impact on adjacent properties. I'll just say that there's been no impact study done on that. Relationship to land uses. This time, you know, that hasn't happened once again. I'd also like to state that there is no, at this point in time, there is no real special land use granted yet. The special land use was given by the commission, and it still has to go through the city council. So what I'm asking you to do here is to allow me to have time to do one of two things: either deny the variance, so that they don't grant the variance for this gas station, based on the fact that I believe that it's going to shut our store down because it's not tied to that, and or table it to a later date, so that the city council can hear about the special land use first, and let's see if that passes, and that'll keep everything okay. Now, in accordance to the signatures that you got, it was stated that they're not Garden City citizens. I went through that signature point. Just the other day, I got 18 more signatures off of just Rush and James that said they don't want a gas station on the corner. These signatures that you got like this here contain 172 Garden City residents that signed it and said they didn't want the gas station. There's 271 total signatures on this piece of paper, on these signatures that I gave you. That ain't even counting the ones that don't have addresses. That's just those, the 172. Out of that 172, 60 of them are within the 5-block area. 5-block area, there's 60 people that don't want a gas station on that corner. On that note, thank you for your time, and thank you for extending my speech and letting me have a little extra time. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Well, would like to speak.
I've been following this the last few weeks and kind of aware of what's been going on. I just wanted to respond to a couple of things that Mr. Boyles put out a few minutes ago. Your photographs, I haven't seen them, but he did mention there of the gas station, the Firebird gas station, I believe that's located at Leland Ford Road. I was there the other day because gas is probably about 40 cents cheaper per gallon, and that's why the bottleneck is being created there. They do have employees out there doing this. I don't anticipate that would happen at a Kroger gas station because I've yet to see that, and I go to Kroger gas stations quite a bit, going into Warren Heights, for example. The other thing I wanted to respond to real quick, there was a mention of several properties in the area closer to Garden City Kroger's. That is an ordinance, that's in the CBD district, and we cannot locate a gas station there. Kroger's did come at one time, want to put a gas station in front of Garden City Kroger's. We can't do it, there's no way around that one. That's pretty much all I wanted to respond to. I understand Mr. Boyle's not wanting this gas station here, and the signatures he's went out and got, but we have 28,000 plus residents here in Garden City. We need new businesses in Garden City. We are hurting bad, and gas stations are about as safe as anything else, and I think it's stretching it to say that Garden City Kroger's is going to close. They could close for any reason. Nobody knows that. Any of our businesses can close. And, it's just, and it's a stretch to say that, to make the comment that Homeland Security wants gas stations on this list. I mean, they may, but, what does that make us do? Do we close every gas station in our city? So that's pretty much all I have to say. Thank you.
Thank you. Anyone else like to speak? Yes, sir.
That's a Kroger guy. My sister's gonna go up. My sister's gonna go up.
Doesn't matter. You might as well just sit down.
Good evening, Nancy Fiscal, representing the Kroger County of Michigan. Just a couple items as far as the impact on adjacent neighbors. Couple things. The fuel station is regulated by the federal EPA and in turn the State Department of Environmental Quality. As far as intensity of use, we're sensitive to the issues that were brought up. Couple things. Onboard vapor recovery on cars today actually extracts fumes from the vehicles as they're being filled. So gas stations of 20 years ago, gas stations today are operated differently. We've designed these things to comply with federal guidelines today. The vents that are they're in the little island in between the coin-operated laundry and the proposed gas station use. Seldomly, if ever, actually, when the tanks are filled, there is a relief valve in case there ever was an overpressurization of the tank, which is rare. That's when the stacks would blow off. But in the normal course of business, as a tanker comes in to fill, we have a truck up front and tanks up front, so that activity is isolated from the homes. There's V1 vapor recovery. It's a manifold that the truck hooks up to that actively extracts vapors while they fill the tanks, so that there is no atmospheric change in the tanks, and that doesn't get into the atmosphere. That's been in the regs since 1998. As far as We don't do the design, but we supply design. It was done by Galloway, Romero, in Denver, Colorado, a very environmentally sensitive design firm. It exceeds the state and federal regs in every respect. As far as oil-fill alarms, double wall, pipe and double wall tanks, brine sensors. It's a state-of-the-art system. What we used at oil companies 25 years ago pales in comparison to what we do at the modern gas station. As far as the light sources on the canopy, it bleeds to zero at the property line as it comes off the canopy. The light sources